So we got a little clip here, man. 7-minute clip. So I kind of want to drive my point home, man. We got to take it back. This is an older film. You can kind of tell just by how it looks. 1954, man. 1954. And I did a video talking about stop telling grown black men how to dress, what to wear, and I mentioned the styleology. I got a little bit of pushback from a few people who are fans of the styleology. And my point is about suits. I brought up wearing suits and about how wearing suits, the only time you wear suits is when you have your hand out, man. When you got your hand out, when you asking for money, when you asking for a job or a new job position, when you going to shake hands and sign contracts for a business deal, or somebody also mentioned a funeral, you know? My thing is, there's nothing wrong with a suit if that's something that you want to do as a black man. There's nothing wrong with you putting on a suit as a black man if that's what you want to do. But a lot of times, black men are putting on suits to please society, to look good to society, to look good to the higher ups, to look good to the white man. And this is going to prove my point even furthermore. See, me and my girlfriend, we have a goal to run our own business. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but I don't want to have to put on a suit to prove to somebody that I present myself well at certain events, so I can shake hands with certain people, so I can close certain business deals. I don't want a handout. Me and my girlfriend, we want to go in business for ourselves. I want to be my own boss. We want to be our own bosses. If I want to wear a freaking, I don't wear jerseys, but if I want to wear a basketball freaking jersey, if I want to wear freaking pajama pants, that's what I want to do. If I want to show up to a meeting wearing pajama pants, that's what I'm going to do. But it is my company. It is my business. I got a few comments of people saying, oh, well, you have to dress appropriate for certain situations and dress well when you're in certain business dealings around. No, when you're your own boss, you wear what you want to wear. Can't nobody tell you what to wear. You're your own boss. There's no such thing as a certain dress code or a clothing criteria. When you are your own boss, you wear what you want to wear. Now, there are plenty of black men who are their own boss and they still wear suits. They feel like they got to be presentable when they do these business deals. When they want somebody to invest into their company, that can never be me. If you don't want to invest into my company because the product is good. So that's the thing. A lot of people don't have faith in their product. When you don't have faith in your product, you try to sell yourself. You try to sell your look. You try to sell your mouthpiece, your gift of gab. When your product is A1, you don't need gift of gab. It doesn't matter how you look, how you dress, how you smell, how you walk, how you talk. You have a great product that people are interested in, that people want to buy. That's what matters. All right. I know that was a little rant, but I had to let y'all know, man. Because a lot of people gonna tell you, oh, when you're in certain situations, you go to certain meetings and you go to dinners or you go to church, you go to this, you go here, you go there. You need to look presentable. You got to wear a suit. Get the freak out of here. God says, come as you are. And I'm going to come as I am wherever I want to go. Whether that's church, whether that's a funeral, whether that's a business meeting, whether that's a wedding. I don't care what it is. I'm going to wear what I want to wear. Now let's get into this clip, man. It's going to furthermore prove what I was telling you. How to sell to the Negro, 1954.
Here is what sales psychologists have to say about selling.
And we got subtitles if you can't understand them.
The secret of
You can read, right?
the Negro is expressed in one word. That word is recognition. Now, there's nothing unusual about that.
What did I say? Recognition. People want to be recognized. The black man wanted to be accepted by society, by the white man. The white man runs this crazy world, this crazy economy. Vanguard, BlackRock, it's ran by the white man. The black man has always wanted to be accepted by the white man instead of finding his own lane and sticking to it and loving himself for who he is. Who was the first one to put on a suit and put on a top hat? The white man.
He needs to feel important and appreciated. This need is a very real and important one. It shows up even in many of the Negro's shopping habits. Anyone who sells or wants to sell to the Negro customer should know about some of these habits. 3 habits in particular play a big part in every sales transaction. To begin with, most Negroes buy by brand. They ask for products by name. They're quick to turn down off-brands. You see, for a long time, the Negro...
Did you see what he just said? Quick to turn down off brands. Even in the 50s, you had black people turning down off brands of certain items, certain hats and suits, coats, jackets, I'm sure whatever it was. If it was a name brand, they don't want it. Are we seeing the trend? Are we seeing the same trend nowadays? With certain black men who got to wear Gucci, Fendi, Louis V, Prada. Even dudes that try to give you game and tell you to save your money and invest in this and invest in that. Anton Daniels, for example. This man keeps on something designer. You'll catch him with a designer hoodie, a Gucci hoodie, a Louis something, whatever. I guarantee you'll never catch this man wearing a freaking a Gap hoodie, a Reebok hoodie. You'll never catch him wearing nothing like that. Cause it's not designer. It's considered off-brand. If it's not designer, to somebody like an Anton Daniels, consider off-brand. To a lot of other black men. Getting in debt. Getting in tons of credit card debt. Because you got to have name brand this, name brand that. Knowing you living past your means to have it.
Has been sold a lot of shoddy, second-class merchandise. So now he asks for name brands in order to make sure he gets his money's worth. Buying by brand.
Who are these name brands owned by, created by? The white man. The white man created these brands. So the black man is giving his money right back to the oppressor. Right back to the same one who looks down on you. This is why I say, man, I'm against suits. Most of the suits you're going to go ahead and buy, they were designed by some racist white man who does not like you. I'm keeping it real. Black men were not designed to wear suits. Black men are not supposed to wear suits. Whoever told you are is a liar. They're a freaking liar. You guys are hypocrites and followers. Who, if you think you're supposed to wear a suit when you go to a function or a funeral or a fancy event, you're just following the same black man before you, the same black men before you. You're a follower of a follower of other followers. The first black man to put on a suit was a follower behind the white man. He was probably the white man's jockey, his ball cleaner, his shoe shiner, the house nigga. That was the first black man to put on a suit. Was the white slave owner's house nigga, or the first freed black slave after that. I guarantee it, man. I'm keeping it real with y'all. Wear what you want to wear, but make sure you wear it because you want to wear it. That's my point. And know who you're wearing it. Know the designer behind the brand. Know who designed the suit. Get to know the person. That's my thing. If you're going to go out here and wear a suit and you're into suits and you're into top hats and you're into fancy turtlenecks and fancy sweaters, know who and designer, know who made it. Know what type of person they are. That's another thing, man. You out here looking stupid, man. You out here consider yourself a strong black man who loves his people, but you're wearing a suit designed and created by a racist white man. And then other white people see it and you think that they look at you as like, somewhat on their level, but they laughing at you. Oh, this man wearing a suit by a man who don't even like him. Who had tons of black men locked up, innocently locked up. I'm just using examples, but it's true.
That's the first important Negro buying habit. Now for the second.
And listen, man, I could easily sit here and just play this video, man, but my commentary is what makes the video. Anybody can go on YouTube and watch the same video. If you're watching me, that means you can watch this video. But I have to throw my commentary in there because I have to let it hit home. I got to explain this to you guys. This was going on in the 50s and it's going on nowadays. You got ignorant, naive, following, wannabe, sheep-minded black men. Back then and now.
The Negro buys good quality merchandise. Symbols of quality and prestige are very important to the Negro customer. This woman, for example, is buying fine crystalware. But she is also buying the admiration and approval of her friends and relatives. It's a well-known fact that many Negro customers are influenced by the opinions of others.
And let me just say, That is a beautiful black woman right there. Look at her. Beautiful. No long eyelashes, not too much makeup. Her real hair for sure. We know black women were not wearing weaves back here. Maybe we find some wearing wigs, and they would probably only wear wigs if their hair was falling out, or if, you know what I'm saying, they had something, a medical condition. But women were natural and naturally beautiful. Look at her. Beautiful black woman, man.
What their friends may think of a certain item often decides whether or
She
not
looked
the
just
sale
as
is made.
she looked just as good as that white lady, if not better. She could have been a model. Look how tall she is. She's taller than a white lady. Man, oh man. Whew.
So remember, the Negro buys quality merchandise. That's the second important point. And here's the third thing to remember when selling to a Negro customer. When he specifically asks for one thing, don't try to sell him something else. Don't try to switch him at the point of sale. If you do, he'll probably react something like this.
Doesn't he think I've got the money to pay for it?
There's a reason for this reaction. Again, because he's had experience with cheap merchandise, the Negro resents being offered a substitute. He wants to be sold on quality, not price. The Negro buys by brand, he buys quality, and he doesn't like to be switched at point of sale. These are the keys to selling the Negro customer. Another point. The Negro family does things together, as a group. The family works as a unit. It lives as a unit, and it buys as a unit.
What happened to these days? This is a powerful video that if this is your first time seeing this video, share it with somebody. Please share this video with somebody. You don't even have to share my video reacting to this. You can share the video alone because this is an extremely powerful video. Family was together, bought as a unit, did things together as a unit. Nowadays, you have the mom sitting on the couch watching TV or in the kitchen, living room playing cards, playing spades, drinking liquor. You got one of her sons out running the streets with dudes he should be hanging out with. The daughter getting her back blown out by some knucklehead who carrying tons of STDs. Already got other baby mamas. That's just one example. There's no family dynamic. I work in a food place, man. Small business, family-owned business, man. You should see the amount of people that be coming in on Sundays and the amount of food they be ordering on Sundays. When I was young coming up, Sunday used to be a family day. Where you all got together, sat down, watched a movie, ate dinner, got ready for Monday, got ready for the start of the week. Not anymore. People barely cook on Sundays anymore. If at all, any other day during the week. But you get what I'm saying? Sunday was that one family day. The family dynamic is gone, man. It is not even promoted. They will promote mixed races. They will promote gay married couples in certain bounty commercials and product commercials. But the actual whole family dynamic of black people, that shit is gone. We don't even listen. We don't even have TV shows like the freaking Cosby Show anymore. You know, like what else? Like freaking man, why am I drawing blanks? The Jeffersons. What's the show with Rev? Sanford and Son. I'm not done yet. What's happening? You know? What else? Family Matters. There's more. I'm sorry. Every time I gotta think of something, I can't even think of them. But you get what I'm trying to say, the family dynamic shows of black people. What happened to those shows? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, showing the family dynamic, families who did things together, who made decisions together. What happened to those shows? Y'all notice that? Nah, we got shows like Bad Girls Clubs and Hip Hop, Love and Hip Hop and all this stuff, and Housewives and all this crap. And Love After Lockup. Love After Lockup. We actually got shows where we have freaking people that are in prison that are supposed to be getting out and trying to better themselves. But they're worried about finding love as soon as they get out, getting married, instead of, you know what I'm saying, working on themselves. We have shows like that. It's crazy.
When you sell to one member, You many times sell to all. It's also true that many places of entertainment are still closed to the Negro. So he spends more of his money for the things that are available to him, often for items that are considered luxuries. Another trait of the Negro market is the fact
Some more
that it is
beautiful
a
black women
pre-sold
here.
market. We know that the Negro buys by brand, and he buys the brands that he knows something about. Where does the Negro buyer get this information?
I gotta take a look at her real quick too.
We
We're
know
gonna
that the
pause for a
Negro
second.
buys by brand,
Not too long.
and he buys the brands that he knows something about. Where does the Negro...
I don't know if it's just the black people that they are showing in this clip, but they got a lot of white features, man. The black people shown in this clip, even the guys, do not look the black people of today's times. I know people change, stuff changes. The weather, the atmosphere, the food and stuff like that, agriculture, a lot of stuff changes how people look. But they have a lot of white features, the black. Just look at her nose area. And notice we haven't not seen not one overweight woman in this clip so far. Not one. But yeah, man, I think if you look at these back on the family trees, a lot of black people in the 50s, there's definitely some white in those family trees if you really dig deep, for sure, for sure.
Negro buyer get this information? We know that Negro
Shit, I
companies
got
are
some white
turning
in me,
more
man.
and
I got
more
some
to
white in me, some Native
publications
American in
that
me.
are tailored specifically to their needs, that give them the news and the information that they want to read about. Many leading businessmen and companies already know this. That's why so many of them are taking this direct, sure route of reaching the Negro customer. The vice president of advertising of the Gruen Watch Company, for example, says this. In many important cities throughout the United States, Negroes are important customers of the credit Cupid. Therefore, it seemed that Ebony magazine would be a very important advertising medium for us. We would say it was very well received, and from our viewpoint, a very successful campaign. From the Remington Rand Company comes this statement. Our records show that advertising in Ebony has been effective in many ways. As all good advertising should, it has built a terrific amount of goodwill and has brought a volume of sales and sales inquiries.
My question is, where's the black-owned businesses? How were these white people putting their products in an Ebony magazine? That's my question. So we didn't have any black-owned products, any black-owned businesses that were promoted in the magazines that black people looked at? Black people didn't question this, at this point in time? When black people had this family dynamic, and I'm saying there were a lot of middle-class black people back then, why did they not say, oh, maybe I should start my own, black-owned business, my own black-owned products? Why are we still giving money to the white man? I wonder, why did they not say this? Is it just not being shown here? Are they just, showing majority of, the middle class black people that only bought with white folks? In the 50s, and in these 50s times, the early 50s, if they showed black people in the hood, would it be a different story? I'm just curious, man. Y'all comment down below if you know about those times. Uncle Tony, man, if you're watching this, Uncle Tony, let me know.
A representative of the Alaga Syrup Company makes this statement. Because of Alaga's regard for the influence of ebony in the Negro market, advertising space was doubled. Alaga's long experience in selling to Negroes now takes the most direct route to its best customers.
I mean, just look at that logo, man. Look at the logo. Alaga syrup. You have a white man shaking hands with another white man. Let's talk about it. Look at the logo, man. The logo is a white man shaking another white man's hand. You think I'm gonna purchase something like that? I would stay away from that brand, period, if I was living in the 50s, Alaga. Why is that the logo right there? What is in it's corn and sugar syrup. Now, if corn syrup is horrible for you. Pure cane, corn and sugar syrup. That is horrible. And that's why the white man shaking hands, because they say, yeah, we're gonna sell it to the black family. We're gonna sell it to the black people. We know they're gonna love this. They're gonna eat it up or drink it up, however you prefer to say it, and it's gonna slowly destroy their insides. They're gonna meet an early demise if they keep purchasing this. Oh yeah, give it to their kids. I guarantee you 100% that the ingredients in that syrup probably had some ingredients that will alter hormones that would mess with your testosterone levels as a man. That would mess with a woman's estrogen levels. That could even possibly taint your DNA. Yeah, yeah. I believe that stuff has that type of stuff in it that would do that. Now comment down below if y'all know.
Advertising space was doubled. Alligat's long experience in selling to Negroes now takes the most direct route to its best customers, reaching Ebony's 2.5 million audience in every issue.
Wow. Reaching Ebony. Wow, I don't need to repeat it, but that's crazy. That's crazy how much they were popping in a black magazine, an Ebony magazine. Who owned Ebony in the 50s? Was it black owned? Y'all let me know.
Still other business leaders.
Excuse me.
Yes, many business leaders are discovering the most direct and most efficient way of reaching the new Negro market. Look here at the results of the same advertisement in two...
Perfect example. So Popeyes and Don Julio has a collab coming out, right? It's a chicken sandwich that's infused in liquor and a concha bun. Yes. Let me know if y'all still here, man. If y'all heard what I said, y'all comment down below. I want y'all to comment down below Popeyes and Don Julio if y'all hear what I just said. Y'all probably don't know about it, but it just proves my point about this video, about selling to the Negro. What white person is gonna say, oh yeah, I want to go get that Don Julio and Popeyes chicken sandwich? Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a few white people that want to try it, but they are selling that to the Negro. And I'm gonna say Negro because that's what they call them in the 50s. And what they still see us as. They are still selling to the Negro in 2025. Crazy. How come they don't come out with a Coors Light or a Miller Lite infused what do white people like to eat? Pizza pie or something like that. Yeah, how come Papa John's, racist Papa John's, don't collab with Miller Lite and do a beer infused pizza? Yeah, yeah. Maybe some of you black people eat Papa John's. Yeah, he says some racist stuff. And Shaq still endorses man afterwards. Do anything for a check. Yeah, he's a black man too. Yeah, go look it up. Papa John's saying racist stuff, being racist. His racist remarks. They'll do a Popeyes and Don Julio collab because they know black people love that chicken for Popeyes. But they won't do a Papa John's and Miller Lite or a Coors Light with the American beer or a Budweiser. They won't do that. They won't sell to the white man, to the white redneck. They won't sell to the white redneck, but they'll sell to the Negro. And some of you people go out there and buy it. Maybe not you watching, but some other black people go to Popeye as soon as they come out and go, I gotta try that chicken sandwich. Ruining your liver. High cholesterol from the chicken, the breading, the fried foods, clogging you up with the bad oils that the chicken is cooked in. And then the bread that's got tons of sugar in it, tons of carbs, bad oils. You got the bad oils from the grease they use to cook the chicken in. You got the bad oils in the bread. Oh man. These videos drag out because of my commentary, man, but I'm passionate. I'm passionate about this stuff, man. I'm passionate about health. I'm passionate about my people. I got another video, man. We're gonna be talking about Mike Rashid drama, man, right after this. So stay tuned. Check out that video after this if you're interested.
different publications, Ebony and another general magazine. You can see that proportionately, more men and women read the ad in Ebony than the one in the other magazine. And they did a better job of remembering it, too. A greater percentage of readers noted, associated, and remembered the ad in Ebony. But now, wait a minute. If the Negro market is so big and easy to reach, why aren't more companies going out after it? Well, often because of the feeling that there's something entirely different, unusual about selling to the Negro. But is it really so different? What do salesmen say? The successful salesmen who do a good job of selling in Negro communities. How do you go about getting the order?
How do I get the order? Well, to tell you the truth, I don't do anything. Anything different, that is. I've been calling on these accounts long enough to know that the Negro just wants to be treated like everybody else. No matter who you're calling on, a little friendliness and courtesy help a lot. But naturally, anybody resents being patronized or talked down to. So I usually call a man Mr. Brown, Mr. Smith, or Mr. whatever his name is, until he tells me to call him by his first name. And of course, I always stick to business.
I used to love eating oatmeal, man. This video is almost over, as you can see, so bear with me. 6:37, it's a minute left. I used to love oatmeal until I found out how highly inflammatory it is. Oatmeal is highly inflammatory. So stay away from oatmeal, man. But I just want to also say, man, it just also proves how the black man store owner didn't even care about his own people. I mean, just think about the products that he was selling there. He's letting this white man fill the shelves with this garbage, Quaker oatmeal. And then most could say, oh, black people didn't know any better. It was sold everywhere, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I guarantee there was still some healthy options at certain stores. You just had to look. You just had to look. I mean, just by me looking at the black people in this area, they look clean. They look like they cared about themselves, took care of themselves, dressed well, carried themselves nicely. No different than the white folks. And that's the difference also that you can say about today's times. Everybody dressed the same. Everybody dressed nice as far as the females and the guys go. Right? We could say that, right? But just look at the shelves, man. Tons of crap. The black man had no problem selling what the other white man down the street was selling at his store to his people. And that's why you have the same shit today. Go to your local corner, your local bodega. Go to your local corner store in the hood. Whether it's ran by a black man or a Puerto Rican man. You'll see tons of crap in there. You won't see no healthy items. The healthiest thing you may see in there is an apple or banana. And even that's not healthy because it's probably not organic. And it's loaded with pesticides if it's not organic. You see this shit? The 50s, man, look what they were doing. And they're doing the same shit nowadays. Same shit. The black man was selling crap to his people then. The black man selling crap to his people nowadays. Say about 2 years ago, man, in Meriden, Connecticut, man, I checked out this soul food place that people were saying was popular, man. I went to the soul food place, man. This man had CNC soda and all type of off-brand sugary sodas, fried fish, fried chicken, of course, the mac and cheese, the collard greens, stuff like that. He happened to walk in, you know what I'm saying, because he wasn't there. He had somebody else running it, but he happened to walk in to refill the cooler with more CNC sodas. You should have seen this man nasty gut. He was fat nowhere else, man. I'm telling you, his face wasn't even fat. He just had a gut. You could tell this man liked to drink and liked to eat the crap that he was selling. That's my reason for bringing that up. Let's finish this video, man. We'll wrap this up.
Stay away from talk about race or religion or politics. That goes for talk about Negro celebrities, too. You know, this business about what good prize fighters and singers the Negroes are. Who cares? When a guy's in business, no matter what color his skin is, he's interested in making a living, in making money. That's uppermost in his mind. I guess maybe what I'm saying is that I try to help any way I can. Sometimes with displays or ad materials, or an idea once in a while. The important thing is that if it helps push sales...
Black man signed it with a smile on his face, man. All those tons of Quaker oats.
sales for the dealer.
Can't make this shit up.
It helps push them for me, too.
Handle the Negro account just like any of your others. Don't patronize. Stick to business. Get interested in the account. Pitch in and help any way you can. Sounds like pretty good sales advice. That's the secret of selling the Negro.
And there you have it, guys. There you freaking have it, man. I want to hear y'all comments, man. Y'all comment down below in the comment section. And let's chop it up. I love talking with y'all, man. Hit the like button for your boy if you enjoyed the video. Share it. Share it. I know somebody needs to see it. And subscribe if you haven't already, if I didn't say that already. Check out the next video if you haven't already on Mike Rashid, man. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and love.